Hello. How's it going? Hi, Henry. Welcome. You're the first, but not the last. Hello, how are you? The Patreon stream number 68 is now starting. And I'm going to open this. And then you know what we're gonna drink? We're gonna drink the last of this. Look, just a little bit left. You know what happened to all this? It went in here. It went in this human. It went inside this human. Let's drink the rest of it. Let's drink the rest of it. That's all I need for tonight. No one else is coming to Asian Waste. Is that because like you're laying claim to the stream, so now nobody else is allowed to come unless they pay the Asian Waste toll? Well, I think that's very interesting. Oh, guys. Alright, so you know what? You know what's happening right now? You see this camera that you're looking at, in which you see my finger? Do you see this camera? That's the new camera. I'm using the new camera. You know how I'm using it? Okay, you know what? Maybe I should show you what I did, although I'm a little afraid. No, I guess it's fine. Alright. Because I can actually set this back up really easily. Alright. This is what I did. I should show you. But can you see this? Can you tell what this is? Or is this upside down right now? This is upside down. Okay. So probably makes a little bit more visual sense if I hold it like this. They look more crisp. I made like a little board. I took some cardboard and I taped it together into like a thing, and I made a holder. I made a holder for the camera. The camera has a... Hey! It's me! Hi! That's what I made. And it actually works pretty good. It actually works pretty good. It's probably better than that freaking screw thing. The screw thing is horrible. Like the screw thing that I was using before to like screw the old webcam into this thing. Like yeah. Oh, Skittles, did you just get here? Wait, let me show you again real quick. Look what I made, Skittles. I made the arm. See, look, I made a construction of cardboard to hold the webcam. Now see, the old webcam screwed into this. All right, that actually was terrible because it was terrible because like when you would screw, so when you like would kind of be rotating the camera on that, like the cord would get all curled up and it would seem like it was kind of like damaging the cord a little bit. Like it was just super annoying to screw it in there. Well, I was just and after a certain point I just left it screwed in because it was too much trouble to like screw it in and out. So and then you know you have to. So it was always attached to the arm. The old webcam has been attached to the arm constantly for years, and I would just basically I would take the arm and I would just kind of drape it over the back of the TV. And I would put some little boxes to like hold it in place. But now this setup actually works better. You know what? I panicked over the fact that like this cam doesn't have a little screw hole in it, but it turns out this works better. Hey Skittles, what's up? You arrived at the wrong moment. Skittles, did you get to see my face saying hello to you? Hi Skittles. It is I, the Flipsider. What if this was the view of my camera when I'm streaming? Like, how come nobody ever does this? I think this is pretty cool. Like, hello everyone. Welcome to the art stream. A stream in which I will draw art, but also my camera orientation is itself art. It is art. You are seeing art happen. I'm using my face to make art. Art. Very stylish. This could be the new normal. And welcome to the new normal. You guys like that? That was legit terrifying. see don't shave on art stream days. No, I did shave. I did. No, I did. I did shave this morning. This is my 8:30 o'clock shadow. I can't help it. I'm a manly man, and the shadow grows back. I have to shave like twice a day if I want to like always look clean shaven. But yeah, nobody ever cares. That's what I look like when I shave in the morning. You don't want to see what I look like when I don't shave in the morning. Then I look like Gandalf. Alright, time to draw. Oh, anyways, time to draw, guys. What is this song? Tales of Fantasia. Oh. I gotta play this one of these days. Oh, there's so many video games I must play. Why does there have to be so many video games? Too many video games that must be played. It's a big problem. And it's one of those good problems. Yuzo Koshiro. Yuzo Koshiro. They're back. Streets of Rage 4. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you enjoyed the insanity beginning to this stream. Yeah, I showed off my camera. I just wanted to show a little rig I made to like hold the thing in place. I thought that you might want to see it. And then that got a little bit out of control. And then I stuck my face in the camera, and there was an interesting that was kind of crazy. That's not what a normal streamer does. That's what an abnormal streamer does. To be honest. Does that mean I'm an abnormal streamer? What? Drawn with Parkinson's? Oh, are you getting like vibrations or something? Are you seeing vibrations on this? I guess it kind of, yeah, just don't worry about it. I'll try to hold my arm still. Yeah, that's kind of noticeable, isn't it? The camera shakes a lot as you draw. Oh, maybe I just don't have it screwed in tightly? Oh, yeah, because it's not actually... Oh, yeah, because it's... Well, but... Is it because it's not screwed in? Because if the arm is shaking, the old camera would have shaked too. Hold on a second. Maybe it's just not tightened down here at the bottom. No? More duct tape. I don't think the thing is sliding or anything. Yeah, okay. I guess that's a flaw. I guess that's the design flaw. Cause see, the thing is, the actual camera itself is not hard attached. It's just set upon that. I kind of hesitate to tape it there because then I have to untape it every time, you know? Every time I want to like go back to doing a normal stream. But you know, like maybe it's not the camera. Maybe it's this desk. I feel like there's a wobbly leg. There's a wobbly leg under this desk, and I had it kind of taped together. Well, hold on a second. Let me take a look at the leg. I'm excited. You know what? It doesn't seem like any more wobbly than usual, though. Oh. I don't know. Is it really worse than usual? Like, is this noticeably different? I'll have to go back and take a look at the old art streams. I'll just try to... Man, it's really hard to not have it wobble, also. I'll try not to. I'll try to draw delicately. Alright, guys, how's it going? How are you guys all doing? Yeah, so this is from the Streets of Rage 4 soundtrack? song's okay. I don't know. I think the song's alright. Like a flower metalhead. Alright, so we're going to ink 3 pages today. This is the first. Well, it's actually nearly done, so just 2 more after this. And then we'll have a nice buffer as I go to Austin, Texas. Won't that be nice? Are you guys going to miss me? Tomorrow I leave for Austin, Texas. And that means no more Flipsider streams for the rest of the week. Are you guys going to miss me? Will you guys be sad when I'm not here? Hold on a second, guys. 1 second. I got Trudy's Tex-Mex. Okay. Trudy's. Well, it's pretty easy to get Tex-Mex in Texas, of course. Trudy's, huh? Give Leo a hug? Do you think Leo needs a hug? I wonder how Leo's doing. Oh, Mr. Leo! Mr. Leo. Do you need a hug? Should I swing over and give you a hug? Wait, let me, it's better if I tape this down. That's what he's getting, whether he likes it or not. Maybe I need a hug, though. He would accept one. He would accept the hug. That's fair. Mr. Leo, I'll be seeing you on my way to Austin. I'll be bringing hugs. How are you doing today, Mr. Leo? How's things? Gonna be doing some inking today. I've got pages to ink. Mr. Leo, oh, since you just got here, all right, let me show you real quick. I showed everyone else before. Let me show you my new setup, Mr. Leo. Look. Here's my arm. Well, this is my human arm right here. But this is my mechanical arm, which is not attached to my body. It's attached to the desk. And you see that the screw is where the old camera went into. I constructed a cardboard thing that's taped to the arm. And that's what the new camera is sitting on. I jury-rigged it, Mr. Leo. But unfortunately, it seems to be very wobbly. It's, you know, okay, so I think I know why. It's just because this little piece of cardboard that this thing is attached to is just very, like, it's not really held in place firmly. Like, it's taped, but I guess that's probably why. And you know, the weight of the cam just causes it to shake more than the old one probably does. The old one being screwed in probably did help. Something like that. I don't know. So unfortunately, there's more wobbles now. But that's the price. The price of art. And the price of progress. In Denver or Phoenix? No, I've never gone to Denver, Colorado or Phoenix. I think there is a... Yeah, there probably is a con in both of those places I could go to. Those are the closest to you. I'll have to look into it, but I think both of those with Denver, Colorado, Phoenix, Arizona. I guess it's not. I don't know. I guess it's not farther from me than Texas, right? So it probably should be doable. I'm not sure about. Wait, I'm not sure about Denver, Colorado. How far away that is. Don't you, like, 16 hours is kind of the limit for how far I'd want to drive. Yeah, Skittles. Yeah, sure, buddy. Skittles, we all wanted to see you. We really did. We wanted to see the face of that man. The man who loves Alf. El Paso, Oklahoma City? Well, El Paso, that's in Texas, right? So that's... Wait. It's in Texas, right? This should be... It's probably somewhere close to where... Very western tip. Ah, the west. Okay. So it actually might be a little bit farther than even Austin? I'm not sure. I wonder. So it is a bit of a drive to get to you, isn't it, Mr. Leo? I don't know. I'll have to consider those places when I'm looking at cons next year, I suppose. Yeah, Texas is pretty large. It's a large place. This will be the first time I've driven to Austin, and I'm not even sure if this is going to be a good con, because Fan Expo Boston was okay, but it wasn't that great. I guess I would maybe go back next year. But yeah, so I don't know about Fan Expo. It's a really long drive, but I'm mainly going because I have relatives. It's a chance to see them. Relatives in Austin. I have multiple. For some reason, all of my relatives seem to want to go to Austin. So there's even more there now than there was a few years ago. And be a chance to see them, and also I'll have a place to stay for free, so it'll be convenient. So it probably works out pretty well. You're not worth the effort? You're pretty boring? Oh, Mr. Leo. I think you're great. And it wouldn't, you know what, Mr. Leo? It wouldn't be the Flipsider stream without you. Just wouldn't be the same. Pretty solid boom. Seems to be a popular place among the people, I guess. What was my uncle's name? He seemed pretty cool. My fun uncle's name? Which one was the fun uncle? The fun uncle. Where did you hear that? Where was a fun uncle brought up? I'm trying to think who you mean. Well, I mean, my uncle Mark, he used to be the fun uncle when he was younger, but he's not really that fun anymore. He's more grouchy now. Funkle, right? Uncle Nick is the one I'm going to be primarily seeing. He's kind of the dorky uncle. I'm going to be staying with him. His wife, probably. He was the star of the pictures? Oh, the family meetup. Oh, huh. Hold on. What uncles do I have again? Hey, Montague, how's it going? I'm a fun uncle. I mean, I'm a fun uncle to my niece and nephew, I think. Seem to be. So I'm doing all right. My uncle, I'm a funkle. How's it going today, Montague? It's art. Well, I have a lot of aunts and uncles. Because there's 8 of them. No, I think it's just those 3. Well, one of the uncles died about 10 years ago. Uncle Craig, and there's Uncle Nick, and there's Uncle Mark. And then I have I think I have 5 aunts, and I think that's the 8. Yeah, that should be it. So, a fun uncle. Maybe I was talking... wait, hold on. The star of the family meetup. The pictures of the family meetup. I don't remember what you're. I don't know. I don't know who that would have been. Quite honestly, I don't know. You got me stumped, Skittles. Maybe you're getting confused with somebody else. Like this. You know what? What the dude? Fuck. I'm gonna replay this. This song is playing so quiet. I can tell. It's playing. Let's just turn that up to full. You probably didn't even tell. You couldn't even tell there was music playing. And you should be able to hear it now. Yeah, fix that. Yeah, fix that. Okay, that's better. On some One Piece, like the anime, Monocule. Where are you at in the anime? Skills documenting my life. Well, you better make sure to get all the details right. I wonder if he was thinking about like one of my cousins though. Like I have some fun cousins. Maybe he was thinking of them. My sister and kids were there, and you had a crazy uncle giving you shit. Did I have a crazy uncle there giving me shit? Huh. 50 pictures. Like from last year? I mean... Let me see if I still have these pictures. No clue what you're talking about. Those. Huh. Yeah, where would those pictures be? Oh, maybe was I just showing the ones off of my phone? Maybe. Do I have pictures from that? Must have pictures from that. Go back before Japan. Okay, that was from the reunion, so not that. Probably. I only have like a dozen pictures from that. I feel like I had like a whole folder of family reunion pictures. I wonder if that's what you're talking about. What did I do? What did I do with those? What happened to those? Oh, here they are. Here they are. The 2021 trip? Is that what you're talking about? It doesn't matter. Too late, Skittles. You said I had a fun uncle and some pictures, and now we got to get to the bottom of this. Too late. Wait, I should use this. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. All right, Skittles. All right. Here's all my pictures from the 2021 reunion. I guess this must be what you're talking about. Episode 1050. Have you watched all the episodes? Have you watched everything up to 1050? That's a lot of episodes. Wow. Live action One Piece. Any of you guys gonna watch that? I think I'll skip it. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, you're talking about Ricardo. Oh, you must be talking about Ricardo, right? That's got to be it. My aunt's husband, or one of my aunt's husband, this dude, it must be Ricardo, of course. I forgot about him. He's like an uncle-in-law. Yeah, it must be. Here's my uncle that was fun, but like he's kind of more grumpy now. There's cousin, there's parents. You must be talking about Ricardo. Do you have any more good pictures of Ricardo? Let's see. All right, my cousin, fun cousins here, fun cousins. Food, folks, and fun. That's right. Does it feel that way, Mr. Leo? Oh, here's crazy Uncle Brian hanging out with kids. Playing Connect 4, actually. I don't know. Well, anyway. Let's get back to the art. Ricardo. That's the mystery solved. Ricardo. Yeah, I guess. All right. That makes sense. That's how you just figure out he's jacked. Remember when we watched the live action? Dude, I'm not gonna watch. I don't care about the live action One Piece. Who cares? Yeah, but my cousins and I do look quite alike. Yeah. You can see from like my pictures of my cousins what I would look like if I had a goatee. And I think it looks pretty good. Maybe I should get a goatee. You guys think I should get a goatee? Then my coolness factor could get multiplied by 2 or 3 if I had a goatee. See, he's allowed to have one because he's a musician. I'm not a musician, I'm an artist, so maybe I'm allowed to get one. Wow, Monocule, that's how over the course of how much time have you done that? That's so many episodes, Monocule. So many. I mean, it's probably a good show though. I would probably do that. But I'm caught up with the manga. I think I'd rather just maybe I'll just like watch select episodes here and there of like all the cool parts. That's right, Skittles. Skittles, do you recognize this music? You're gonna give it a shot, Mr. Leo? Okay. I will not. I'm not gonna give it a shot, sorry. I got too many other things that I want to watch. Too many things. There's too many things to watch. Alright, we're gonna try our next page. We went over the whole facial hair thing. What did we say about it? They're positive on it, more so than Cowboy Bebop? I'm suspicious. I don't trust it. There's music? You still couldn't hear it? Well, this is probably too loud. Hold on. I can't tell if this is that loud or not. I guess this should be okay, probably. You can hear the music now, right? Skittles. Yeah, but that time adds up, Mr. Leo, you know? It adds up. It's like you watch this, you watch that, you watch that. Pretty soon, weeks of your life are just gone. I don't have time to watch this and that. I barely have time to watch the things I want to watch. You know? Because you know why? Because I have to spend hours and hours of my life watching streams of people play old obscure video games. I have to do that, Mr. Leo. I have to. I'm required to by law. 800 episodes in a few months? Oh, wow. I bet that would be fun. I bet that was fun. Because it is a really good manga. Sometimes the manga can be a little bit hard to follow, just like a little all over the place. And I bet it might even be better to get it in anime format, like some of the chapters where things are just so crazy. I should grow a mustache? Should I? Maybe I should try a mustache. Or maybe I should just skip right to goatee, though. What did I say? Oh, about what? I don't know. I said a lot of things. About One Piece? Just that, I haven't really... I haven't seen much of the anime. I've mostly just read the manga. But maybe at some point, I'll try to catch up with some of the anime. I probably won't watch the whole thing. I might just, like, watch select chapters or something. Weeks of your life will be gone regardless of what you do. That's true, Mr. Leo. It's true. Well, you can spend it how you like, Mr. Leo. It's your time. 75 months of your life watching garbage. But only the best garbage for you, students. Only the best garbage. Highest quality garbage. American Pop? I still need to... Oh, yeah, I need to watch that. No, I haven't. I need to watch that. I need to watch that. I probably gonna really like that. Yeah. Oh, your nephew. Oh, nice. That's cool. You couldn't hear me over the music? Oh, so now it's just too loud. Now it's too loud, huh? I know it was too quiet before. Alright, we gotta keep track of whether it's too loud or too quiet. Well, that's cool that your nephew and his buds are into anime, though, Monocule. I hope that my niece and nephew get into anime at some point when they get old enough for it. Oh yeah, you did, Mr. Leo. Thank you. Who's your favorite character in One Piece? There's so many characters to choose from. It is tough. Only the best guys. Skittles, your name is in another quote. Look, Skittles, you're immortalized now. Robin. Any much screen time lately? Well, there's just so many characters. Yeah, Robin is really cool. She might be the coolest of all the crew members. But you know what? I think Brooke is also really cool too. Brooke is a really cool character. Frankie feels like he gets the least amount of screen time of anybody. I really like Jinbei as well. They're all good, you know? Like, I like Big Mom a lot. She's a really fun villain. She's a great character. There's a lot of great characters. Like, honestly, Luffy is a really good, like, main character as well. I like him a lot too. What's her name? One of the Shichibukai, Boa something? That lady? Is this a little too loud? Is this... Let me turn it down slightly, and maybe that's... Yeah, Boa Hancock. I like her. She's a fun character. The really dumb characters that give him the legit backstories, like Baby 5 and Senior Pink. Yeah. There's so many good characters. You guys remember what this music's from? Played it this year. You introduced your nephew to anime when he was 11? Oh, back when you had to have owned it. Yeah, I remember those times, Monocule. Oh, nice. Well, I'm thinking that at some point I'll have to try to do that as well. But my nephew's still 7, so you got 4 years to go before he reaches that threshold. I'm about to show you some cool shit, but you can't tell your parents. Oh, maybe I should try that. That's right, Mr. Leo. We got some Zelda CDI music. Aren't you glad that we played that and now you'll be a part of our lives forever? The memories, the music. Now we can hear the music for the rest of our lives on my playlist. 7-year-old appropriate? That's true. That's true. There is. That's true. I should think about that. What are some examples? I mean, just like Ghibli movies, maybe? Certain Ghibli movies? That might be a good place to start. Like some of the more innocent ones, like, you know, like Ponyo or something. Sherlock Hound. I haven't seen that either. Sherlock Hound. Yeah, I watched Rama when I was pretty young as well. Then at that, I would have to tell him not to tell his parents. I don't know, like I feel like One Piece you kind of get away with. Like One Piece isn't really that adult for the most part. You could probably get away with some One Piece once he gets like a couple more years, maybe. Mama? The big lady? Oh, you mean Big Mom Monocule? Oh. That's Big Mom. That's one of the characters that I said I liked. Yeah, I like that character. But, you know, I haven't seen her in the anime. Maybe she's more annoying in the anime. I like her in the manga a lot. Mama. Little Witch Academia. Oh yeah, Ponyo is a very beautiful movie. Little Witch Academia? Yeah. You know, that's one that I actually had a little trouble getting into. Watched a couple episodes of it and wasn't really that super interested in it. To be honest. Maybe I should give it a try, because that is Studio Trigger, I think. Mama. Would you guys like it if that's how I'd like laugh from now on? Like from now on, if I'm playing a video game and something funny happens, I could just be like, Mama. That could be my new thing. What do you think? Na 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 na. Ba ba ba. It's good stuff. Zero and Sanji. Oh, Sanji's a good character. I like most of the main group. No Mama? Okay. So these are things, we're learning things that Monocule doesn't like. He doesn't like the way Big Mom laughs in One Piece. Remember what else Monocule didn't like? He didn't like that game Lutter. On Famicom, he was a notable detractor of Lutter. Because he didn't like the music in that. And wasn't there something else that Monocule hated recently? Forget what it was. Some other Famicom. Oh, maybe it was. Did you hate Wall Street Kid? Maybe? Something. Zorro or Zolo. It's kind of either or. I forget what it's supposed to officially be in America. In interchangeable. Na, na. Down that shining star. Da, na, na, na. Squid Girl? Ikamusume. That means squid daughter. Ikamusume. Is that having to do with Splatoon? I haven't heard of Squid Girl. Asian Waste with the animal-related recommendations. Oh, Wino arc is good. Yeah, I like the Wino arc. Thanks for the follow. I like the Wino arc. Wino arc is a good arc. Very long, but it had a good payoff, which is usually the case with One Piece. It is to be expected. Like, just so many characters at this point, and just a really big arc with so many things going on. A little out of control. But at least it had a good payoff. But you do kind of hope that with something like One Piece, like, he might have some more restrained arcs, like some more focused arcs, and kind of like really start plunging the plot forward and like getting down to the big finale events, you know? Kind of feels like it should be at that place now. Like, it's time for the One Piece crew members. It's time for them to get involved with like Shanks's Pirate Squad and Blackbeard. They should both get involved in like a big arc, and we should be seeing like we should be getting near the end now. At least just getting to climactic events, whatever, with the world government and whatever. Predates Splatoon by 5 years. Did a crossover promotion. A lot of music was not good. You agree deep down. I don't remember too well. I know I wasn't bothered by it like you were, but I don't remember it that well. But maybe I do Monocule, maybe I do. Monocule, what else have you... Is there anything else that you hate? Okay, guys. Everybody right now in the chat, tell me something that you hate. Well, I'm gonna tell you something that I hate. Hold on a second. Let me think. There's so many potential things. Hold on. Maybe I did Monocule. Well, you know, one thing comes to mind. On the subject of music and games I hate, there's just nothing that's as bad as Rad Gravity. Rad Gravity is the most hated game music, I think. Ooh. But this I like. Nobody would ever in a million years be able to guess what game this is from. It's impossible. Nobody could know. It would be thoroughly shocking if anybody knew what game this was from. You don't hate anything? Strong dislikes? Okay, tell me something you strongly dislike. That's close enough. If you don't hate anything, then tell me something you strongly dislike. Come on, guys. Get it out. Get it out. Come on, it's cathartic. Get it out of your system. Doesn't have to be video game related. But it'd be pretty cool if it was. Now, unfortunately, Skittles is not going to be able to say anything. Because we know that Skittles is a man of... He's made of love. He's constructed of pure love. And therefore, Skittles is not capable of hating anything. He doesn't even dislike anything. He loves everything. But, you know, not every one of us can be as love-fueled as Skittles. Eggplant, you're just like the developers of classic Famicom games. I don't like eggplant either. I've never been able to get into eggplant. I mean, I can eat it. If it's like... If for some reason, like an eggplant parmesan ends up on my plate, I can eat it and I can tolerate it. The best I can do is tolerate it. But I don't care for it too much. I don't care for eggplant. Yeah. Not too much. Okay, guys, you want to know what this is from? Sheep Raider. The video game Sheep Raider on PS1. That's what this music is from right now. How many of you have ever even heard of Sheep Raider? That's what it was called in America. I think the European name was something different. They changed it to like capitalize on parodying, you know, Tomb Raider, obviously. How about this music? Does anybody remember what this is from? Playing the music game. Oh, your wife loves eggplant? She understands why you don't like it? Oh, that's interesting. I feel like you don't really come across that many people that love eggplant, you know? What? Does she just like it in any form? Or is she specifically like certain things like eggplant parmesan? Eggplant parmesan is okay. You know, you could eat it, but it's just got kind of a weird taste. Kind of a funky taste, eggplant. Doesn't it? Well, hey, you can't agree with your wife on everything, right? Only you could. Do you eat some eggplant for your wife like once in a while just to make her happy? One of the best songs in all of human history. F-Zero. Does your wife like F-Zero? Like, does your wife like music from F-Zero? Because that would help to make up for it. Parmesan, pickled. I don't think I've tried that. Dehydrated, grilled. I could see grilled eggplant being okay. I would try it. I don't know. I'd try it. It's a big eggplant. Easy to mess up? Oh. That sounds true. Like squid. Which is another thing that I'm not crazy about, but once in a while, if it's made well, it can be very good. And you know what? Fried squid is hard to make. Fried squid is actually usually good. Can you fry eggplant? I feel like if you could fry it, that would help. If you just fry something, that most things are going to be good. Fried squid is good, but non-fried squid is definitely harder to prepare. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe eggplant is... You gotta dry it out, but not too much. Sounds challenging. You like a good eggplant parm, Celia? Oh, and we're putting the F-Zero X version of the song in. The metal. Nice. Pretty rare for you to make that. Just because it's like so hard to make correctly, it's just a lot of work. Sounds troublesome. Sounds Mendokusai. Lasagna's eggplant shots. I might like that. I don't know. Can't remember if I've had it. The only video game is Wii Sports. That's funny. There's so many people out there who bought a Wii and only ever played Wii Sports. It's still fun. What is that? Mr. Lee. Was that the cat? Or did something happen? Yeah, I do prefer the Super Nintendo version of this song. But this is cool too. Wow. Well, maybe your cat just wants to communicate, Mr. Leo. Tell your cat I said hello. Mr. Leo, does your cat like eggplant? Nobody would ever know what game this music is from either. It's impossible. I'll just tell you it's from the game Trev to the Rescue. Some kind of Australian adventure game. FMV. Because you said lasagna. He likes everything you're eating? Oh, that sounds troublesome. Dry oatmeal. Could cats be eating that? No. Alright. What have you guys been eating lately? Tell me all the food you've been eating lately. I had some enchiladas with mole sauce a few days ago. I think I've mentioned already that I've recently become addicted to mole sauce. My new favorite thing, mole sauce. Stuffed peppers? Oh yeah, I remember that you like those. I have those two up. Like with Spanish rice, that kind of peppers. Beef and onion with the tomato sauce. Oh, so beef and onion, but no rice, huh? I usually have had them stuffed with like rice and a tomato sauce, and maybe some beef and onion peppers too. I feel like many cats are picky eaters. Oh, you don't like rice? Oh. Didn't know that. It's not good to eat rice? Is it not good for you because it's like you're allergic to it or something like that, or is it just you don't like it? I'm a big rice eater. Dramatic. Stuffed cabbage. Stuffed cabbage. What is stuffed cabbage? Like a cabbage stuffed with something? I don't think I... Cabbage from your garden? How do you stuff... Like a whole head of cabbage? Oh, it spikes your blood sugar too much. Really? So you have to watch your blood sugar, huh? I'm a little bit worried. I probably should get a doctor appointment soon. But the last time I did that was like I feel like I'm in good health. I eat moderately, but you know my weakness is that I tend to eat a few too many desserts here and there. And I'm starting to get worried as I get older that, you know, I might eat too many desserts, and, you know, what if I get one of those blood sugar problems where I can't eat desserts anymore? That's gonna be a problem. I don't know though. I'll probably check. I'm trying to like cut back on desserts a little bit. Rice, beef, and peppers, spices wrapped in a cabbage leaves. Oh, okay. So it's not like a whole head of it's like cabbage leaves, and you put a bunch of stuff: rice, beef, peppers, and spices. That sounds good. Yeah, like cabbage rolls. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've had that. That sounds very good to me. Yeah. So yeah, I had lately the most exciting things I've eaten have been enchiladas with mole sauce. There's a couple places in downtown Elmhurst that I've gone to a few times with really good mole sauce. Aside from that, nothing too exciting. Nothing too exciting. I might look, you know, to treat myself tomorrow before I head off to Austin, Texas. I might look for another mole restaurant, a new one. I feel like I need more mole. I'm not satisfied. I gotta have more. Stuffed peppers, stuffed cabbage, that sounds good though. Well, you know, the thing about that is, Monocule, or I'm sorry, Asian Waste. The thing about that is, I'm worried I won't actually get a chance to stop anywhere to eat. Because I'm going to be staying with family, and I don't know if they're gonna cook, or, you know, I might like, or if not, I might get some takeout and head, you know, back to their place. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a chance to eat at a restaurant or not. I'm gonna stay, and then like Sunday night. Well, I mean, maybe Sunday night we'll have a chance, because Sunday night I'll probably stay over the night, and then I'll probably leave Monday morning. But I won't be able to. I don't know. I mean, maybe they like to cook, so I don't know if I'll even get a chance to go to any restaurants. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. It's very good food in Austin. Well, I'll see if I can find some opportunity to eat out at least once in this place. I would like to. I bet you could probably find some really good mole sauce in Austin. I would like to. Would like to look. Best city for eats? Wow. It's crazy. I do like Tex-Mex food as well. Tex-Mex. Just silly food name. Asian Waste, you didn't say what you've been eating. You eating anything good, or you just haven't had any good food lately? I don't want to gain 10 pounds. Even when I went to Japan, I managed to not gain 10 pounds. I did gain a little bit of weight, but I managed to keep it down to like 3 or 4 pounds. And I got rid of it. Not want to gain 10 pounds going anywhere. Ramen Shinchan? Barbecue place called Chicago Culinary Kitchen? Oh, that sounds very good. I'm jealous of your ramen. Sounds very good. It's been a little while since I've had ramen, I guess. We did go to a ramen place. Oh, did I have ramen? We went to a ramen place when I was at Fan Expo Boston. I don't remember. I think maybe I did get ramen there, so maybe it would have been like a month ago. I guess it's not that long. Here's some more Yuzo Koshiro. Oh, it's the most exciting thing about traveling is, where will I eat? You know, I think they might have Kava in Austin as well. Yeah, they have. I'm pretty sure they have Kava there too. I know I should, you know, look for some more special places to eat at, but I always just want to eat at Kava if it's available, because Kava's the best. It's the best health food place to eat at. You guys enjoy the Super Mario Brothers special stream yesterday? That was pretty interesting. And then just going crazy looking at video games for hours after that. Looking at all those Diablo likes. I might stream Diablo 1 one of these days. Harmony of Despair? This is the multiplayer one, right? I never tried this one. It looks pretty weird, to be honest. Ginger pork meatballs. Oh. That sounds really good. And then, like, how do you eat them? Well, I guess that's the kind of thing I would want to eat with rice, but I guess you don't eat rice, huh? It might be good to have something like that with salad. Or do you make a sauce with it? Bring it back for the Switch. Yeah, that might be nice. I still have my PS3 plugged in now. Could stream it sometime. Crushed vegetables? Oh. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. Well, let's see. For tonight for dinner, what we had was some like tiki masala, like Indian curry, just like like a package, like Costco. But it's still very good though. And then we had that like with cauliflower and asparagus. And it was good. It was very enjoyable. How's the table? Is it still vibrating? I haven't really been noticing. This song's pretty good. No time to cook. I like to cook a little bit more as well. I like to make things on occasion as well, yeah. Breads once in a while. Never tried doing that, though. This is also from from Portrait of Ruin. I thought it sounded familiar. It's from Portrait of Ruin. That crazy Yuzo. Making bread seems like a lot of work, but it seems pretty... I bet it's pretty rewarding when you get that fresh bread. Warm for the oven. Sounds so hands-on, Monocule. So rustic. Monocule, you're so rustic. I like that. I wish I could be more rustic and make my own bread and just make things. And live in a cabin. Have a bonfire. Not a bonfire. Fireplace. A stove. Oh, Skittles got something good coming up for you. Just for you, a special song you're gonna love. I want to experience it, Monica. I want to experience the rusticism. Yes. I bet it looks great right now. I bet it's perfectly presentable. For me, I'm sure it's presentable enough. You can present it to me anytime. I want to experience the rusticness. The rustic scenery of Monocule's abode. Monocule family home. We can all go on a field trip and we can go experience Monocule's dwelling. Which is literally out in a field. That's why it's called a field trip. Doot, doot, Here you go, Skittles! Boom, boom, baby, boom. That wonderful slow tempo. The more atmospheric Mario. This is where the song gets good. well, I can't wait to camp, Monocule. This sounds good. I'm gonna bring Mr. Leo and Skittles and Asian Waste with me. We're all gonna have a big party at your establishment. We're gonna bring moonshine with us. They play pitch. We'll learn. Skittles, you're coming. Skittles, I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna drag you over to Monocule's house, and we're all gonna have a big party. And we're gonna drink moonshine, and we're gonna play pitch. The tired Mario music. I am tired. Ooh. Skittles, do you like this song? Burp, 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 burp. Yeah, you can see the famous wood stove. That's right, Skittles. We gotta see it. We can all sit around it and drink beer. Yeah, except I don't like beer. Maybe tequila. Super Nintendo, Mr. Leo. Request Spin Dizzy Worlds. Spin Dizzy Worlds. You're gonna beat us all in Mario Kart Wii? Oh man, I used to be pretty good at Mario Kart Wii. I used to play that a lot. But it's been a while. This music is making me spin dizzy. I want to be beaten by Monocule on the Wii. Just Super Nintendo, huh? I played the Wii one a lot, and I played the newer one, like the Switch one. Played that. The Wii U and Switch one are kind of the same game. Played them a decent amount. Oh, and I played the N64 one a lot back in the day. I really played the portable ones. Not too much. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Here's a game a game for the NES that I have not played. Looks good though. Yeah, that's right. I don't rage quit. I rage beat games. That's right. You guys ever rage beat games? You don't like the modern Mario Karts. You hate the blue shell. Well, the blue shell, hasn't that been around since N64? Mario? They ruined the game for you? Yeah, I mean, it just makes it more of like a party game atmosphere. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And if you do a good job racing, it usually you can win anyway, despite those things. Double Dash, yeah. Double Dash seemed like a good one. Had a cool concept. The only multiplayer you're good at. Wow. Wow, we'd like to... be fun to try it out. I used to be decent at it. Like to try you out, Monocule. Ways to avoid the blue shell. Are there though? I mean, there are kinda. If you could slam on the brakes and let someone pass you if the second place is nearby, or if you get hit by something else right as. But then that kind of defeats the not really reliable ways. I don't think. You just have to get a big enough lead that it doesn't really matter. It punishes you for doing well. It's exactly what it does. And also, don't forget that the game rewards you for failing. For being, you know, in last place. You can phonograph it. What? Is this song from... Was this song played on Legacy Music Hour or something? Do you still listen to Legacy Music Hour, Mr. Leo? I've been catching up recently. Oh, he's in Waste. Invincible 4x slow motion. Hey, that's not... What? Is that actually from the game, or is this just some meme video? This isn't real, is it? This is not in the game. Come on. There's an item that is a phonograph. It destroys oncoming attacks. Oh! Right. Yeah, that is in some of them. Yeah. Toggle it on and off. That seems like it'd be a good option. Come on, this is not a real song, right? It's almost over. Hello. Sure. What are you looking for? This? Sure, yeah, the rest of it. I do. I've got a new bottle. Okay. Eggs of Steel. Oh. This is from Phantasy Star 4. It's pretty good. Someday we'll play Phantasy Star 4. Someday. I never played Game Boy Advance Mario Kart, no. Never played it. You like that one a lot? Never find it. Oh, it's all the Super Nintendo style. Yeah, that makes sense that it would. There's so many Mario Karts. Did it have different tracks, though? Probably had its own tracks. That DS is Double Dash. Eggs of Steel. I like this game. I'd still like to finish it. This game is cool. Well, you know, Monocule, I just never really, I never really play Mario Kart like that competitively. I don't play it that much. Usually for playing it's just like with family or friends or something, and then I don't really care that much about the blue shell. Like I never play like online or anything like that. Burp, 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 burp. You don't like your racing games that way? Well, it's alright, Miss Celia. Oh, the GameCube one. Right. Yeah, I'm very used to the Wii one as well. Although I think I was using a GameCube controller for it. I always like to use the bikes. The bikes in the Wii one. The bikes seem super good in the Wii one. But in the newer ones, I just use kind of whatever. I usually use just cars. The bikes don't seem as good, I guess. There we go. Double dash. I like playing with one man. Me, that's right, Skittles. I am the only one I will play with. Others can be damned. Go ahead and quote that, Skittles. See what happens. Oh wait, Mr. Leo, I know. What if they change it so that the blue shell, you can only get it if you're in first place, and it hits the player in last place? How about that? So just the player who does the worst gets punished. That's what they get for doing the worst. What do you think? Maybe we'll change that to be the purple shell. And from now on, turtle shells they go backwards instead of forwards. They always go backwards. Whoever's behind you, they're the ones that get punished. If you roll a blue shell, your game turns off and boots up Skyrim. Now you're just trying to punish me. That sounds like a punishment for Flipsider. Gamers need punishment. You're right. I do need punishment. You're right. They never made a yellow shell. What would the yellow shell do? Maybe the yellow shell would automatically track down Monocule. In real life, he would come to his home. And he would just bash in through his wall. Konami characters. Oh, there's a million kart racers. There's one for Crash Bandicoot. There's one for Sonic. There's one for Bomberman characters. One for Chocobos. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Basically, there's one for like every character you can think of. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Ah na na na. Da 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 da. Da na 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 da. Ah na 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 na. Ow. Da na na na. Do da 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 da. Da 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 da. Burr burr burr. Do 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 do. Da na na na. Da na 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 na. Yeah, Monocule, you better get that blue shell insurance, because the way things are going these days, I think a yellow shell is going to get developed any day now. Lunacy. On the Sega Saturn. A Muppet one. Right, a Muppet one. That doesn't play good. That's too bad. You know, in the Chocobo kart racer on PS1, it has like you can play as the 3D World Runner, and he just runs. He doesn't even have a cart; he just runs on his feet. Super Famicom exclusive? I think there's probably a few of those. Hello Kitty. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be something. Alright, one more page to ink. Pages are getting done. I like the Lunacy music a lot. Alright, and the page has been inked. The page has been inked, and we got one more page to go. Oh, there's kart racers for everything. Yeah, I'm sure there's like multiple anime girl kart racers. What would be some funny, inappropriate, like games to have a kart racer? What would be some funny ones? Like, what about a Halo kart racer? You're just like Master Chief in a kart. What about a Skyrim? A Skyrim kart racer. Clock Tower. You can play as Jennifer, but you can play as Scissorman. You can play as all the other characters. Oh, it's the Clock Tower. You're like racing around the Clock Tower? Doom. Doom would be pretty good. You could race as the what is that? The big ball with the eyeballs. Life is Strange. That would be appropriate because it would probably be better than the main game. Dictator Kart. Putin gets nothing but blue shells. Wow. Very political. It'd be kind of funny. That'd be very edgy. Those are good ideas. I like the idea of Skyrim kart, though. Like, I don't know who would be in it. I don't know who would be, like, I guess, like, you could just have, like, the drag. You could just have, like, you know, the main character and some of the characters. Yeah. Already exists? Oh, yeah. It probably does already exist. Oh, was there ever a Castlevania? Do you think a Castlevania kart racer would work? There might be one. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Castlevania kart racer. Goemon? They could just have a Konami character, like a Konami YY World racer. That would have been a good idea. Metroid X specifically. Metroid X kart. That just sounds like a good idea. Grant Dynasty. And he can climb on wall. His car can climb on walls. Flipsider Stream Racers. Mr. Leo, Skittles, Monocule's there, Demo's there, Asian Waste, Colic. All the characters are there. Konami Crazy Racers. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised if that's actually real. Shark Warp. He's the hidden character. He's one of the hidden characters. Alright, I see Goemon, I see the Moai. I'm not sure who some of these characters are. Or I guess that's Dracula.
Hakosuke from Parodius, Dracula. Gray Fox from Metal Gear's in it. Oh, that's who this is. Power Pro-kun from the Power Pro series. I don't even know that series. Pastel from Twin Bee. Nyami from Poppin' Music. Bear Tank from Rakuga Kids. Oh, Rakuga Kids. I want to play that. King from Poppin' Music. Big Viper from Gradius. And Bisamaru from Goemon. Nice. That sounds pretty good. Moai. A racing Moai? I'd like to see that. Maybe we should play that. That sounds pretty good. Marvel or DC racers? I only want to... Okay, no. I only want to see a Marvel or DC racers only if the characters are not like super deformed or cartoony. You want them to be like... want them to be the digitized versions of the actors, so it looks like the actors, like Robert Downey. You have to see Robert Downey Jr. in the cart, and then I would allow it. That's the only way I would allow it. Flash, be a cheater. No, they should put the Flash in it, but they should just make him slower for no reason. SNK? King of Racers. That's a good idea. It's funny. That's true. There probably is one, Skittles. There probably is one. It's probably really stupid, though. I like my idea. It should be, like, kind of cartoony with the graphics, except that the characters look like digitized, real proportioned versions of the actors that play them. That's the best way to do it. Do 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 do. Lord of Racer, the Lord. Put Lord of King, and you can race as a xenomorph alien from the movie Aliens. You can race as a face hugger. Lord of Karts. I would play Lord of Kart. Such a shame that Astyanax was brought over to America as Astyanax and not with the superior name Lord of King, so that Americans could experience playing a video game called Lord of King. Americans were robbed. Yeah, Wolverine put him in a cart, but it's Hugh Jackman, and it's a realistically proportioned Hugh Jackman inside kind of a cartoon racing cart. Tempest, Carts of Evil. Wait, what is that a reference to? Carts of Evil. Is that like a reference to Enemy Tempest of Violence? Like an Enemy Tempest of Violence kart racer? Bloody carts. Do you like God of War carts? Kratos driving around in the cart? Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. What about the Last of Us carts? That'd be pretty good. Spec Ops: The Line kart racer. I would play that. Shadow of the Colossus kart racer. All the Colossuses can have their own kart. Booby carts! Skittles, you got the good ideas. Booby carts. Tears of the Kingdom. That would almost be a little bit too real. Seems like something they would make. What if they just had a kart racing game where it's just system karts, and it's all video game systems racing in karts. So you have like an NES, but the systems are not racers themselves. Like you don't have like a Famicom racing racer. Instead, you have a Famicom in a kart racing, like driving the kart. So you have like a Famicom, you have like a Mega Drive, you got a TurboGrafx or a PC Engine. You got PlayStation, you got Xbox. Maybe you have DOS in a kart. How about that? System karts. Shadow of the Kart Losses. Oh, that would be a good name. What if they made a Mugen kart racer where it was every single character in the world that you could play as in a kart? Gimmick kart would be pretty cool. Oh, what about Quintet karts, where you have ActRaiser, you have the Master from ActRaiser racing against the Soul Blazer, against Illusion of Gaia characters, against Terranigma characters. That actually might be a good idea. Kartnov. I like the sound of that. They just make a Data East kart racer. That's something that they probably would have done. Data East karts. Do 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 do. Ow 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 ow. Dirt 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 dirt. Cartbound. That does seem plausible. Earthbound, Cartbound. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Smash Brothers. Just have all Nintendo franchises. Smash Karts. Now you're playing with power. Kart power. You think Nintendo should bring back their old slogan? Now you're playing with plower. Plower? Play it loud. I think all the game companies should bring back their old slogans. Because they were good. How many kart racing games have you guys actually played? I think I've mostly played Mario Kart, but I never played... Now I've played Sonic R Racers, thanks to my Sega Special, which is surprisingly not very good controls. And I think I played Chocobo Racer at some point. I played the Bomberman Racer at some point. I never played the Crash Team Racing, though. Never played the Konami one. That looked pretty good. There's probably a million of them, isn't there? There's probably so many. What are some other kart racers that actually exist? I've never played the Hello Kitty one. You know what would be cool? What if there was a Parappa the Rappa kart racer with Parappa and Jammer Lammy in it? Oh, that would be so good. A Gundam kart racer? Oh, that doesn't actually surprise me. That's like, it's probably, is it super deformed? I would imagine. That figures. Super deformed, yeah. Street Racer. Yeah, what if they just did like the ultimate kart racer and they put every character known to man in it? People would like that. It's racing around in karts. Not that great. What is Street Racer again? Yeah, Mugen. Oh, one with Sega characters? That sounds like something they would do. Wait, Street Racer makes me think, like, what if they made a Street Fighter kart racer? That would be kind of cool, actually. People would like that. Caveman themes? I could see that. That's probably pretty funny. Caveman themes. Pages are getting inked. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. We played Sonic R on stream before. It's too bad that it doesn't really control that well, and it's not that... It is an interesting game, though. It doesn't have a lot of tracks, but the tracks are really crazy with a lot of details and alternate routes, and they're just interesting to explore. And the music is so good. Sonic R, the music is amazing. So even though the controls aren't kind of not that good. Although I guess with the controls, there's some way to like get better controls or something. Or maybe it's just that certain characters just don't control well. I don't remember. All-Stars. Oh, isn't that the one that has, like, Ulala in it? I think I've seen that. You used to love Mugen? Over 1,000 characters? I've toyed around with the idea of, like, messing around with Mugen, but, like, I think I could never figure out how to install it. There was just too much effort, and I just kind of gave up. Oh, Mr. Leo put in music from the Tenchi Muyo game. That game looks cool. I was just thinking about Tenchi Muyo the other day. Like, wanted to go back and kind of rewatch the original OVA or something. Yeah, so this is from the Super Nintendo. It's like a Super Nintendo strategy Tenchi game. Looks pretty cool. Right is always right. It was wrong. It was wrong. This is not that loud. Wait a second. Wait, let's start it over. Yeah, the original. So the first two OVA series, like episodes 1 through 13. I still love all of those. The TV series I never liked as much. Either the TV series I never really liked as much. The spin-offs. Tenchi was the first series that I can think of that did that annoying alternate world thing where they kept... Every time they came up with a new series, they just started over with like a different alternate world. It's the same characters, but different origin stories. And slightly different personalities. And it's just really weird, and I'd rather just have one continuity. There's a new... Right, I heard that they're coming out with a new one. Maybe that's what makes me want to go back and try to... Now, and the third OVA, which came out like 2 decades after the first two, I did not like it either at the time. It just didn't have the same feel as the first two, I thought. Well, I kind of want to go back and give it another chance. I love the art. Like, the original OVA has, in my opinion, the best art, the best music, the best animation, just like the best telling of the story. There's things about the other series that are good. It's not like the other series are bad, but it's just weird because in many ways they feel inferior. Mihoshi's partner, but Mihoshi's partner was technically in the OVA continuity. Like there was a special that she was in. There was a Mihoshi special, which I think is part of the... Well, I mean, it was made by the OVA people, and it was... But I guess, I don't know, maybe they never brought her into the OVA continuity. It's cool that she was in the TV series, but... The new series is a sequel to GXP. Yeah, I never got into GXP. I never got into that. Oh, this front mission music sounds really good. I want to play this game one of these days. Moshi Special is not canon. It's like its own thing. She would come back and send you older sister to her parents. I want to go back and rewatch. It's a little bit unfortunate because I feel like the second OVA series was setting up a bunch of stuff with the third series, and it seemed like it seemed like they forgot about that stuff. I don't know, but I never finished it either. It just didn't seem as cool as the first two series. All right, Moniki. Thank you for watching, Moniki. I hope you sleep. Did I like Tenchi in Tokyo? Yeah, I thought Tenchi in Tokyo was okay. I thought it was kind of interesting, but it's really weird in that it's like a separate continuity from Universe and the OVA. Like it's its own continuity, right? So like there's like 3 different universes, but I mean, the series is okay. Like all the girls have like different weird origin stories, or like something about like I think they're just all there from the start, and they just all met Tenchi at the same time or something. And so they basically replaced their origin stories with just something dumber. But it wasn't even really about them. It was just like about like a new girl that they brought in, a different vibe. Yeah, well, I remember it being like a lot wackier than the first two. It's funny though, Asian Waste, because that second OVA series really seems like they have some ideas for where it's like they're introducing like these new characters and like these god characters, and they make it, and they don't really, it doesn't pay off. It seems like they have something in mind for, you know, down the line, and then they kind of don't do anything with that stuff. Like a bunch of there was like a Ryoko clone. And then like nothing really ever came of that. STM. What's that? Then there was El Hazard, was by the same company. That was like their follow-up to Tenchi. And I liked the original series of that, and then that had a TV show, which I think was also a separate universe. So I never watched that, but I liked the OVA series of that was good. And they made a couple. There was a couple more series. I don't think it's. Is it the same people making the modern Tenchi stuff? It seems like it wouldn't be. Or no, I think I read that it's like some of the same story planners or something, or it's one of the same story planners. I don't know. That's a very different vibe from the older Tenchi stuff. Yeah, Tenchi was a really cool series when it first came out. The original OVA was really quite something.
Emergency with service.
I'm gonna go back. I want to go back and watch this
Service.
at some point. But you know, I say that about so many things. So many things I want to watch. I've also been wanting to go back and rewatch the Gainax show Nadia. I remember hearing so much about that show when I was first getting into anime, and I watched like the first 4 episodes. And I would have watched more, but I just couldn't really get access to them very easily because there was no internet. I never did end up watching them. But I used to really like all the old, like the original Gainax stuff. Like Gunbuster and Hakuno Video. And Wings of Oniyama. I like all of that stuff. And of course they made Neon Genesis Evangelion in their previous series, which I also like. But the one I never watched was Nadia. Nadia seemed like a really cool series. It's very 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That'd be a cool 80s anime to go back and watch. I was looking at like lists of 70s and 80s anime, and I haven't seen a lot of it. There's a lot of cool stuff that I'd like to go back and watch. Like Future Boy Conan seems really good. That seems like it'd be a cool one to watch. But there's so much stuff to watch. And there's movies I've got to watch, and there's new anime, and there's video games I have to play, and I have to watch people play old video games. There's too much content in the world. There's too much world content. The world is full of content, and I have to be honest. So much content. Is there any other older anime that you guys really like, that you still like, that you, I don't know, maybe you still watch every once in a while, or what are some of your favorite older anime? Like, I don't know, like pre-90s maybe? Or I guess 90s counts as old, close enough. Most of that stuff is actually 90s or later. I think there's only a few things Gainax did that were from the 80s. Maybe Wings of Oniyama, I'm not sure. Evangelion is like 94, 95. A lot of the anime I've seen is 90s or later. I haven't seen that much stuff. But I'm still a really big fan of, Rumiko Takahashi's earliest series, Urusei Yatsura. It's still one of my favorite animes. And that's a classic 80s show. And I like the earlier Lupins. And Castle of Cagliostro is still one of my favorite movies. Anime or otherwise. And that's 80s. And I recently watched all of the Wizard of Oz anime, and that was pretty interesting. It's pretty entertaining. And that's 80s. I'm not sure offhand if I've seen anything 70s, if I've watched anything 70s or earlier. I feel like there's some stuff I would like. I still want to go back and watch some of that. What is it? The Masterpiece Theater type, like all those anime from like throughout the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. All those anime based on classic stories that I guess kind of where like Miyazaki may have got his start working on it. Some Studio Ghibli may have got their start working on some of those earlier ones, like Little Women, stuff like that. I watched some of those. I heard those are really good. Corpse Party. Oh, we're talking about Corpse Arcades. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Grimm's Fairy Tales? I don't know if that's what it's called. It doesn't sound right. No, like Tom Sawyer was one, and Little Women was one, and there was one stream where we were like talking about and like going through and watching. There's a whole bunch of them based on classic novels. I'd like to watch some of those. Is there an anime based on Grimm's Fairy Tales? Sounds like something that could exist. To also go back and watch some of those like the classic anime like Captain Karloff and Spaceship Yamato and what was that, Legend of Galactic Heroes, some of that stuff. I'd like to go back and watch some of that stuff. Anderson things? Galaxy Express 999. I think I saw that a long time ago, but I barely remember anything. I'd like to watch that. But like that and Captain Harlock are like the Lazy Matsumoto series, I guess. That. Like that, I think that's all like 70s anime. Rose of Versailles. Maybe. Aim for the Ace. I was looking at lists. There's a lot of good stuff. There's so much anime to watch, Mr. Leo. King Devilman. I have seen... Well, okay, so I haven't seen the original TV show. But I definitely did watch the OVA, which I think may have come out in the 90s. The OVA, that was like available when it went to Blockbuster. So, like back in the 90s when anime started to be available in Blockbuster and other video stores, I rented like everything that they had. So I watched Devilman, the OVA series, with its like funny English stuff. Watched that. And you know what? I feel like drinking rum. This little bit of rum that's in here, I'm out of Coke, but I'm just gonna drink it. I'm just going to drink Admiral Nelson. This rum, before I leave on my journey to Austin, Texas, I'm going to drink the rest of Admiral Nelson. He will go inside of me, and it will be good. Come on, Admiral Nelson, drink! Good by itself, too. Good by itself. Oh, this is one of my favorite Street Fighter 3 songs, Mr. Leo. God, This is a really cool, and this is like unique because Kareen was a Alpha 3 specific character. Oh, she had a really cool theme. Alpha 3's got some good ones. What was I saying? I don't remember. Before I went crazy in Admiral Nelson. Admiral Nelson sounds like the name of... Is that like... It sounds like the name of the husband from Bewitched. But I think his name was Major Nelson. Oh, anime. Oh, Devilman. Yeah, seen that OVA. Okay, so I saw that back in the day, and I haven't watched it again recently, except I did see clips of it because, you know why I saw that? Because Macaw was streaming the Devilman PS1 video game, which looks awesome. Devilman PS1 video game, that's also been on my list of potential PS1 games to play for October. So it'd be a real good one to play this month, or this year. But you know, I still have a ton of games on my list to play for this October, so I'm still not going to get to all the games I want to. I definitely need to do some Dreamcast games. Honestly, I could, if I wanted to, entirely devote it to Dreamcast. I think there's enough Dreamcast exclusive games that I could just do full... I've got to play D2. Like, that's Dreamcast. I need to play Illbleed. And I think there's a couple other things like Blue Stinger, and I could probably just devote it fully to Dreamcast, but there's other games I want to play, like Devilman, for example. And I want to play Resident Evil 0. Actually, no, I've got to go back and check. Have I done any Resident Evil games? Because if I haven't, maybe it's... I'm not sure how many Resident Evil games I've even streamed. So maybe it's time to just stream those, because they're so good. Is that Japan only? What kind of game is it? Oh, so Devilman... Oh, yeah. So, so Macaw showed some... I didn't finish my story. He showed some footage. So I saw some footage from the anime, and then I went back and I watched some more on YouTube, and I watched most of the first episode again, and it was awesome. The animation is so good. But what kind of game is that? That is... It's kind of a survival horror and kind of like a horror action game. Like, the first half is kind of survival horror. You don't turn into Devilman until the second half of the game, then it becomes like horror action. It has really crazy atmosphere. Like, it's just got this really dark, evil atmosphere to it. Oh yeah, and Akanagua too. There's so many games to play. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to choose. And I still need to stream Silent Hill 4 at some point. Have we done the first two? How many Fatal Frame games have we streamed? We might have only done the first Fatal Frame, right? So I still need to stream Fatal Frame 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Oh, there's so many games that I want to stream. How are we gonna... I should make like a list or a chart of all the games, and maybe we'll like spin a wheel. Maybe I'll just like make a wheel of games and I'll spin it and we'll play whatever. Or maybe I'll just let you guys vote. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Because I don't think I want to just fully devote to Dreamcast games. There's too much stuff I want to play. Who would have ever thought you could lose that huge component? I do want to play Akanagua, but there's other games on PS1 that seem like they could fit the bill. Like, I also want to stream Parasite Eve 2, but maybe I could save that for Christmas. Like, Parasite Eve 2 would work well enough for an October month. I don't know. So much anime to watch. So many video games to play. You know? Mr. Leo, what do I do? I'm just gonna have to keep playing games, aren't I? I'm gonna have to keep playing games until we played all of them. We have to play them all. It's the only option. It's to play every game. Mr. Leo, no! Don't tear down my dreams with your reality. It is a good problem to have. No, I agree. It is a good problem to have. Like, you know what? There could be a gamer strike. They could just stop making new games, and I'll still never run out of games to play that are cool. Never.
It's a good problem.
You're right. Mr. Leo, what is there anything you really want to see me play? Besides Aconcagua or Aconcagua? Well, I do want to play Aconcagua. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. What does it look like? It kind of I'm trying to remember what I feel like it's kind of. It seems more narrative focused. Like it seems more like kind of a thriller action thing. I'm not even sure if it's really horror. I'm not sure. Maybe it has monsters at some point. Yeah, no, no, you're right. I'm not sure how much of a horror game it is. From looking at footage of it, it seemed more like an action thriller than horror. I'm not sure if it's even appropriate for horror. Like it might be. We've played some stuff that's borderline anyway. But it does seem kind of Resident Evil-like, so maybe that's why I want to put it in that category. I don't know, though. I mean, there's Resident Evil stuff that is not really horror at all. Like, there's that one PS1 game you were looking at with the anime girl. Like, what was that called? Like, Trap or something? No. Trag? It was called. And there's that game Deep Freeze. I think it's called Deep Freeze, which is basically Resident Evil but with like SWAT. But Trag is like that too. There's a Resident Evil game where it's basically an action movie and it's on a train. I forget what it's called. It might be something to do with train. But it's just like an FBI action movie game with Resident Evil. And you like fight against terrorists on a train that have nuclear weapons. So it's kind of it's more Metal Gear Solid-ish with its plot, but it's got Resident Evil controls. And presentation. Oh, is that point and click Aconcagua? Oh, it's point and click. There's a bunch of games like that on PS1. Why the PS1 is so cool. I do like thriller action movies from the 80s and 90s. That's why video games, like on the PS... Well, it's partly why video games in the PS1 that are based on that stuff are so cool, because they're based on... Like, there's just so much good stuff. Mr. Leo, what did you say you were playing recently again? What did you say you were playing? I forgot. L.A. Noire, and you said you liked that, right? You said you mostly liked that. You're trying to master Mr. Gimmick? That's cool. That'd be a fun thing to do. I want to do that at some point. I want to get the best ending. Are you trying to get the best ending? It seems really tough. Voice acting and setting. Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if I would like it. Because I usually don't consider Rockstar to be very... Well, is that... Well, maybe that's not Rockstar. Maybe they just published it. Oh yeah, Mr. Gimmick gets very hard. I don't remember when it comes to L.A. Noire. I don't know. Who knows? I like the setting too. I like the premise, but it's just Western video games. I don't feel confident in. I should check that one out sometime. Now this is one of the theme songs. It's summer. This. No, wait. Oh no, it's. Oh, it's spring. It's from spring. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Princess Maker 2. There's another series I want to play through on stream. I used to love Princess Maker 2. Princess Maker 2, which is a Gainax developed video game. Or maybe it's just Gainax produced. It might not be Gainax developed. I don't know if Gainax actually developed games. So these Gainax produced. Like another one like that is, you know, that one Alicia Dragoon, that Genesis game that we're fans of. That's Gainax produced, I think. I don't think it's. It might be Game Arts developed. I'm not sure. Now, so Princess Maker 2, the Princess Maker series, the only one that came out in America was Princess Maker 2 for some reason. But it was like a shareware game, and I knew other people that had it as well. It was really fun to play. There was very little games that were like that at the time, and still kind of aren't. There probably are on Steam now. It seems a little creepy. Oh, the premise is creepy. Well, I could see why you might see it as creepy, but I don't find it creepy. You're just raising a princess. You're just raising a cute princess, and she's cute, and you know probably many Japanese dudes enjoy to look at the cute princess. Perhaps you find that creepy, but it's fine. You know, it's, you know, the thing is, it's not like there's things you can do that are not wholesome, but it's your choice to do them. Like you can, like she's a Pokemon. Sure. I mean, I think that's a neat concept. It's not you're not raising her exactly like a Pokemon because she probably gets to eat much better food. You can like make her work at like a hostess bar. There's a couple of seedy places you can make her work at, and if you do that, her like sin level goes up. Which you might want to do depending on the ending, because there's a million different endings you can get, all kinds of jobs, including like, you know, very sinful jobs. But she gets those when she's an adult. I don't know, I mean, you can see why Japan would have embraced that idea of raising, like, you know, raising some sort of like raising a girl. Like they have the Idol Master games too, like raising an idol. Because it's something to do with a cute girl. Fat princess, a piece of cake. That's very sweet. There's also like what is it? Moochie pork shoot 'em up shooter where you like it's like a cute girl shooter, except it's like all fat girls or something. They have their joke games like that. It might be a good game, I don't know, I never tried it. Or no. You know, I don't really remember what it is. Oh, this is a good song. But yeah, I like Princess Maker. It has a really cool presentation. I like the idea of raising a princess. It's fun. It's novel. It's cute. I like it. And on the Princess Maker games, there's something really cool about them. They do have really good music. And I want to play some of the others have translations now. We might stream them at some point. We might stream some more of those Princess Maker games. I'd like to. That kind of sim game is fun. I like all kinds of shooters. I don't really. Some people get kind of snickety about like vertical shmups. Yeah, I guess. Well, or I mean, like kind of snobby. Like, well, except it doesn't seem like there's anybody that's really snobby about horizontal shmups. But you have like vertical shmups that people are like, I only play vertical shmups. I'm fine with. I don't really care whether it's vertical or horizontal. Like, as long as they have the best soundtracks. does seem to me like the shmups I tend to like the most seem to more often be horizontal now. Like R-Type, Radius, even Einhander is horizontal. This one. But vertical shmups are good too. Like Raiden. Battle Garega. There's a lot of cool shmups. I mean, the Thunder Force games are horizontal too. They all have, there's so many shmups with amazing music. Like this music here, which is from Super R-Type, which is like one of my favorites. Ooh, it's from Jim. That's another thing we have to do. We've got to play Game Boy games. I want to get back to Game Boy at some point. We've got to try the Game Boy version of Kid Icarus. And I don't know, maybe like Double Dragon or something. Some of these, I want to try more of these Game Boy ports that are different. Yeah, I know you can help with that, Mr. Leo. I've got to do that at some point. Many games to play, though. But before that, I've got to do subscriber requests. I have to do a month of horror games, which I have many games I want to play. I can do a month of horror games. I've got to play Armored Core games. I've got to play Yakuza games. I got to replay through Persona 1. I'm going to do my streamiversary, and we're going to probably replay through Tomb Raider and maybe the Actraiser. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this is an interesting take on the title music. Oh, there it is. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah, I gotta get to Shin Megami Tensei 5 too. I have to get to that soon. At some point soon. Yeah, that's true as well. And I also really want to play through Weird Dreams. Weird Dreams and Persona 1. I want to play Weird Dreams. It's a game that's like super hard and unfair, and few people have finished, and I want to be one of the people who finish it. There's so many things I want to play. There's so many things that we're gonna. And these are all games that I just listed. They're all games that I want to get to within like a couple months. And at some point we've got to get to Octopath Traveler 2 as well. But I want to go back and play some older RPGs too. I want to play Game Boy games. There's some more Amiga games I want to play. I want to play more PC 88 games. Oh, you know what I got to do before that though? I really want to get an X68000 emulator, and I want to play Castlevania on X68000. I want to do that. And maybe Lagoon as well. Lagoon on X68000. If you mentioned that. Oh, there's so many games! Games I want to play. Well, maybe if some nice person who's a subscriber requests one of those games I just mentioned, I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. That might be nice. We'll have to wait and see what Demo wants to request. I was talking to Demo about, because she's got a ton of hours. She basically has, I think she's got 40 right now, so she's got enough for like an RPG. And I was telling her, like, well, we could just do Final Fantasy IX. But I don't think she's decided yet. For 2 months. Hopefully not 2 months, because if I'm only doing 40 hours over 2 months, that's 20 hours. That is not enough stream time. No. We can get 40 hours done in a week. Once the conventions die down. also like have beginning a desire to play more PS1 games like this one, Ronin Blade. It looks the Resident Evil like kind of action, like samurai action game with Resident Evil cameras. Looks pretty cool. But first, I gotta play Persona 1. Persona 1 on stream. I have to. And then after I play that, I might want to play through Persona 2 again. I might want to play through Persona 2, but like both Persona 2s. It would also really be cool to play through the first Star Ocean on Super Nintendo. That would be amazing. I think I've heard that game's actually not that long. Star Ocean 2 is really long. I don't know, can you guys think of any other games that I really, really need to play? Anything I've left out? What do you guys think? Always more stuff on the Super Nintendo I should play. Rakuga Kids in the N64. That would be really cool. There's N64 games I haven't played N64 in a long time. Rakuga Kids! This game looks really fun. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is... Sorry. I gotta pay more attention to the bars. Well, the other song before was really quiet, so I had to turn it up, and I don't know... Yeah, Akon Kagura. Alright, Mr. Leo really wants to see Akon Kagura. Well, let's have to make that happen. Mr. Leo, do you want to subscriber request that? Mr. Leo, maybe you should just subscriber request that. Then we can make it happen immediately. You have about 12 hours. So that's easily enough. That's just... Alright, well then, you know what? In that case, we're going to make it happen right away. Let's make it happen right away. Well, not right away, but like right after I get back from convention next week, I'll play it. I feel like 12 should be enough. I will obey, Mr. Leo. Do not worry, Skittle. Hey, salutations to you, Radon. How's it going? Doing art today. Welcome to the art. The new fan translation. Okay, I'll get the. Well, I didn't have the old one anyway, so no worries there. I will get the new fan translation. All right, guys, we're gonna play Akon Kagura soon. That should be interesting. Harry has Im's voice acting the text is translated now too. Nice. Yeah, there are a couple of Japanese games like that where they just did the game in English and they gave it subtitles for the Japanese audience. I think they did that sometimes to make it feel more like an American action movie. I think Silent Hill 1 might be like that, if I recall correctly. It was the original Japanese release was in English. Or some of the Silent Hill games were like that. What else is like that? Queen Clown. Yes, Radon. I don't remember. There's some other stuff like that too. Like we were just looking at something that was like that. What was it? My PS1 folder? Oh yeah, there's something in my PS1 folder. Let me just look real quick. Now see, this sounds too quiet to me. I think that... Oh, you gotta turn that up. There's Emmett, which is in Japanese, but it's an English teaching game, so it has English translation. Sort of has English translations as well. What else? Metaflist? I think Metaflist is like, I think it's Metaflist. Like the shoot 'em up, it's a shooter. It's like a weird psychedelic shooter with like a crazy story, and it was only released in Japan. But despite the fact that it's Japan only, it has a fully voiced story in English, and it just has subtitles for the Japanese audience. So you can play it. You can play the Japanese version and understand the story because it's voiced in English, and the voice acting is quite entertaining. Because it's like back in the PS1 days, they had this stable of English actors that they would get to do, English translations of games. Like Resident Evil 1, or the early Resident Evils use a lot of those actors in Silent Hill games, early horror games. Like the guy who did Harry Mason in Silent Hill 1, like he's a dude who like lives in Japan and has worked on a bunch of those games. I think he might be in Metaflist too. So there's some games like that from the PS1 era. Japanese games that natively have English voice acting. Guys, do you remember any of the horror games I've streamed through in the past years? Who remembers some of the horror games I played? Did you have any favorites? Skills remembers nothing. Okay. That's okay, Skills, because I remember you. There's some I can't even remember myself. Like, I can't quite recall if I've done any Resident Evils or not. I played the Resident Evil games, like the early ones, many times, but I can't recall if I did it on stream. I may or may not have. I think I might not have. Mizurna Falls was fun. The Invisible Bear? Yeah, that was fun. Well, it was fun, but it was also like pretty long. It was longer than it should have been because for about the first 12 or so hours, maybe 15, I was trying to play without a guide, and it ended up just being kind of a bad idea because there's no chance of getting a good ending if you don't use a guide in that game. It's kind of unfortunate, but then we just started playing through the game with the guide, and it was fun to just see all the content. I mean, it was fun trying to get as much as we could, but the game's kind of time consuming, surprisingly. So that's another reason why you don't really want to play without a guide, because I feel like it takes a long time to do one playthrough. Gregory Horror Show. Yeah, that was during the PS2 month. The first month after I got my new computer and I could finally stream PS2 games, we did nothing but PS2 games. So I streamed Gregory Horror Show was one of the games I played. Mizurna Falls is PS1 though. Gregory Horror Show. Let's see. I did Rule of Rose. That's one I'd been wanting to do for a long time. I finally played that and Kuon, and what else? I don't know. Maybe I might have done Silent Hill 2, Fatal Frame 1. Mizurna Falls is a really cool game, but it is pretty slow. That's kind of why you kind of need to play it with a guide, because it's slow and obtuse. It's a really cool idea, like it's a cool concept, having the live action, like the live, the real time events that everything happening in real time. And Shenmue would try it, or no, well, no, I guess Shenmue didn't really use it. Some games would try to do the same thing. It always ends up being a problem. But, it's just too bad that Mizurna Falls takes so long to play through. Otherwise, it'd be fun to kind of do multiple playthroughs and see what you could get, what you could unlock. But I think it's still a really cool game to play through with a guide. You weren't as into the Saturn horror games? Hey, Rufford, what's up? Mr. Grau. What's up, Rufford? How are you? Yeah, I like the Saturn games. I like most of... The only Saturn game I didn't really like was the second Mansion of Hidden Souls. Some of those games, like Mr. Bones, it seems like a lot of people like them. It seems like they kind of have a cult following. It was fun playing nothing but Saturn games for 2 months. Finally catching up with all these games I've been wanting to play. Rufford, how's it going? What have you? Well, how's your day going? I'm drawing art. Do you like art? Yeah, bones are cool. They are. Just drawing pages for my comic. As I also simultaneously get stream content and a buffer going so that I can have my pages done for the rest of the week, and tomorrow go out to Austin, Texas to go to a convention to sell books. You jumped on problems? Well, I'm glad those problems got jumped on. Someone had to do it. It had to be you, Rufford. You need a yacht? Listen, I got 99 problems, but a yacht is not one. A yacht. Why not? It rhymes. I haven't been in a boat for a long time, but I feel like I'm the type of person that probably gets seasick easily. Too bad though, because having a boat seems like it'd be pretty nice. Going to the water, great scenery. So why buy a boat? Well, even if I wanted one, I probably couldn't afford one, so I think I'm going to be buying a boat anytime soon. But you never know, I suppose. Some Star Ocean 2 music. Oh. There's a classy game I'd like to play again on stream. Or I'd like to play again and do it on stream one of these days. There is Skittles like Seaweed. When I was a kid, we used to go to my grandpa had a lake. He lived near a forest and he had a lake, and we'd always go swimming. But anytime we'd like run into some anytime I would run into some seaweed, I'd be like, gross seaweed, ew. And he'd always have to clear out the seaweed from the lake, and then there would always be more coming back. He'd never keep the seaweed out. You can't own a lake, bro. You can't own a lake, bro. That belongs to nature. This sounds like lake music. Man, I've been just talking about all the video games I want to play. It's like going down, making lists, and so many video games I want to play. There's just not enough time for all the games. Haha, I guess he did, Radon. Well, he actually owned like a couple acres of forest. And his house was like in a forest, or it was like right next to a forest. It was always like a lot of bugs in it. It was a little bit run down. Looks like a butt. This? Skittles, I feel like that says more about you than about the speech bubble. How about Blades of Vengeance? I'm really happy I played through this. Was that this year? Yeah, this was this year. Oh man, I'm really happy that we at least got around to playing the Genesis action games we wanted to play. Blades of Vengeance, very good. Very good game. I finished the page. I finished it. I drew all this. It's been drawn. Look at this. That. And then that. That's pretty good. And then I drew these 2 pages as well. I drew this. This songs. And I drew this as well. That's 3 pages that have been inked tonight. 3 pages, guys. Now what? Should I have an early night? Are you moving out into the woods and to draw and play Nintendo games and live in the forest? I would live in the forest just as long as I don't have to play the game The Forest. I don't know. It sounds like fun, but based on my experience in my youth of being in a house in the forest, it seems like you have to deal with a lot of bugs and maintenance and upkeep problems. So I don't know if I really want that. But it might be kind of cool to have that ambience. I could be a hermit and I could live in the forest and just draw and play video games. That would be kind of cool. Alright guys, I'm finishing Admiral Nelson. It's being finished. Should we now go into Bender and just like go to YouTube and like look at videos of games that look cool for an hour? What do you guys think? Should I like try to draw? I don't really have, I mean I could draw another page from scratch, but I don't have time to finish one, so I don't know if I feel like it. Is it loud? Oh yeah, it is a little bit loud. So I keep trying to adjust it. Some songs are quiet and some are loud, and yeah, that was probably a bit loud, sorry. Don't compete with me. I don't like competition. Nelson likes to dance. The last little bit of the rum. There it is. I'm gonna drink it. This is gonna go inside of my body. It's gone. See? It's gone. Drank it. Admiral Nelson has been drunk. He's fully drunken. What do you guys think about that? Now it's time to just relax. Relaxation music. Well, maybe we'll call it an early stream. It might be good, actually. That's my elbow. Alarms. Maybe I'll call an early stream. Because I do have to drive a bunch tomorrow. It might be good to just call an early stream. I have drunk. I have drank in things. But I am not drunk. I don't think. Let me see what people are streaming. Macaw streaming Sea of Stars. Late Night Retro. Armored Core 6. Z-Tox is screaming something. This is a good song. We can go to Choplifter 3, RP. Who should we raid? Should we go to... I don't know. Let's see what Z-Tox is streaming. Game Gear. Something on the Game Gear. We can go to the Game Gear. Let's do that. Thanks for Thanks for watching, everybody. I think I will just make an early night, and so I can be rested. My big journey tomorrow. I'm gonna drive 16 hours to Austin, Texas, for the stream. This weekend, and so this is gonna be the final stream of this week, but I'll be back next week, and then I'll be back for a couple weeks, and we can stream more. So I'm gonna be saying goodbye for the week. Goodbye for the rest of this week. Thanks for watching. Don't miss me too much while I'm gone. I should do this. I guess that's it. All right, everyone. Thanks. I love you. I love you. Thank you for watching. And good night.
God, of course you knew that.